Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Breakfast Television this very wet Monday morning. And this is a big day for those that have been waiting to camp in BC because reservations are now online. You can make a reservation if you can get access to the site. Joining us now is the Environment Minister George Heyman. And good morning to you first off, George. Thanks for doing this.
Good morning. My pleasure. Happy wet Monday.
Yes, exactly. Discovercamping.ca, that's where BC residents can go to make a reservation. I logged in there at around 7 o'clock this morning when it opened up, and it just kept loading and loading. It seems to have settled down now. Has that been a concern going into today, the site being able to handle all the traffic?
It's always a concern when there's very, very heavy traffic on a website. We know that there's been pent-up demand among British Columbians to get access to BC parks, to get access to camping. People are dealing with very different expectations for this summer, so we did everything we could to be prepared. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, but we know demand's high in BC, and we just encourage people to keep going on the site. It's going to settle down. We are going to be able to get people's reservations, and we've also introduced a new system. We've shortened the rolling reservation window from 4 months to 2 months. So every day there'll be one more day available, and we hope that will improve access for British Columbians.
The government is saying that it's BC residents that will get priority access to these campsites. How is the government going to ensure that it's actually BC residents that are looking to book these spots?
Well, we're doing a number of things to do that. First of all, for people who'd already made reservations before the pandemic hit and before we shut down the site, we've sent them letters or correspondence that ask them to cancel their reservation. That if they cancel before June 15th, it will be penalty free. But we are expecting that some people may decide to hold on to their reservations, and in fairness, because they made it under a different set of rules, we're not going to unilaterally cancel those. But we've made it clear on the website and on the Discover Camping site that any new reservations as of today are for British Columbians only, that anyone from out of province who makes a reservation and shows up is subject to having the reservation canceled or being evicted from the park with no compensation whatsoever. We did look at whether we could screen the reservations on the site, but on short notice, we weren't able to make the changes to the Discover Camping system in time. That may be possible in the future. In the meantime, we are counting on the park operators, the park rangers, and others. If we find somebody trying to come into the park who isn't from British Columbia, can't demonstrate they're from British Columbia. We know that some people may have moved here, may still have out-of-province plates. That's going to be a minority. We'll deal with it. We intend to do everything we can to ensure that British Columbians who are looking for a vacation experience close to home, which is exactly what we've asked them to do and exactly what other provinces have asked people from other parts of Canada to do in order to fight the pandemic. We're expecting that the vast majority of Canadians and British Columbians understand the situation we're in and are going to cooperate.
Camping will be a reality on June 1st. This is the last question here. We're short on time. But just quickly, what's your message to those that are going to be camping really soon in our province?
My message is that stay safe, bring some hand sanitizer with you, because while we're going to observe hygiene and cleaning in the parks, we won't be able to take care of everything. Ensure that you're dressed for the weather or you have stuff with you, and respect each other, obey the signs, give people room on the trails, and we'll get through this together.
All right. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.